The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
Alright, so, it's Friday now, end of the week, one more day of work to go, and then I can start working on these and getting these uploaded. Yesterday was a fucking train wreck of a video. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully I will remember what I wanted to say about the Pope, where I was going to make a whole video about the Pope and then a whole video about that. I still don't remember that. However, I did say that there was two things I wanted to talk about. One of them was the Pope and the other one I forgot. I remember. It's Cavs. So, they're playing tonight. In fact, the game might already be over. I have no idea who won. I'll find out tomorrow. It's kind of a little surprise I allow myself to have early in the morning. But right now, as far as I am aware, they are in the Schrodinger's cat box of 2-1 or 3-0. Going into this game, they're 2-0 or 0-2 rather. They lost the first two games. Now, I was talking some mad shit saying I'm guaranteeing that they're going to win the finals this year. Now they're 0-2 going into game 3, and I still have no idea how that's gone. Let's find out how that went. Let's look real quick. Let me look real quick. Where's my sports app? How are the Cavs doing?
My name is Jeff.
Alright, so right now the Cavs are winning 93-75. It's the third quarter. They got 1:07 left to play. Alright, so going into this one, 0-2. It's not looking great. Looks like they might pull this one out. That's pretty cool. However, shit went bad the fucking game 2 anyways. But nevertheless, we're in a bad situation. So what do I say now? Well, all I can really say is I made those claims before I realized that Indiana was going to injure two of the fucking starters, and before I realized that the refs are like betting on the Cavs to lose. I don't fucking know. But it seems like a whole lot of fucking bullshit's going on, I'll tell you that much. But whatever. One team's got to win, the other team's going to lose. We'll see what happens, but, hey, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm not as sure as I used to be that they were going to win the finals. Right now, I'm wondering if they're going to get in a fucking, you know, like, anyways, that's what's going on with the Cavs. I'm kind of a little fucking pissed. Like, I don't know. I want them to win because I just kind of want to rub it in LeBron's face that we can actually have a team win that he's not fucking on with like 3 other superstars. So, yeah, I kind of want that. But, we'll find out if we get that. Right now it's not looking good. Anyways. So, today, I would like to talk about just kind of an interesting thing that's going on now that I see benefit in. However, I see a possibility of benefit, and I see a greater possibility of harm. Like, I just gotta say, it just seems like the race card just is not working anymore. Like, a lot of things have happened recently that have just kind of driven people to a point wherein they're saying, I don't fucking care anymore. Alright? Like, with a lot of things that is happening, but it's interesting to see that happening with, you know, the black card. Right? If your visa's still working, your visa's still working, right? If your Mastercard is still working, your Mastercard is working. But if your American Express black card, well, we don't take that here. Like, nobody gives a shit anymore. So, right now, the big comparison that's going on, it's not can 100 men beat a fucking gorilla. It's not men versus bears. It's Carmelo Anthony versus Shiloh, whatever the fuck her name is, right? Again, I'm very bad with names, and I haven't written hers down yet because this is probably the only time I'm ever going to talk about it because I really don't give a shit. But so, the Carmelo Anthony thing happens. The kid stabs another kid because he just wouldn't leave the tent that he didn't belong in. And then the family says, we need money. So they go to Give, Send, Go, and they start a fundraiser, and it makes like $500,000, and it's crazy, right? And everybody, what the fuck, right? And I kind of was like, yeah, no shit. This is like, that's the same fucking thing I would do if all of a sudden my kid is up for fucking murder charges. I'd be like, that's going to cost a lot of money. And that would be, you know, it's better than taking out a loan with interest rates the way they are now. Give, Send, Go is a hell of a lot better than taking out a loan to fucking try and buy a lawyer to get your kid off for murder. Like, that's crazy expensive. Anyways, so this Shiloh lady, she in a park or something, and something happened with her kid and another kid, so she just started throwing around M-bombs like crazy. She just carpet bombed the whole area with ends, and everybody, and so now she's like, of course, because we live in a digital age where everybody knows everything, of course, it went wide, it got big legs, it ran all over the place, and so now she's getting threats and everything because that's what we always ultimately resort to. And so she started a fundraiser because she's like, I gotta move and shit, and this is gonna be expensive, and anybody will give me money. And she has raised like $500,000. And so everybody, of course, is comparing the two things, even though the comparison is quite ridiculous. The one is a kid who literally murdered, allegedly, literally murdered a kid because he wouldn't leave the fucking tent. Like, I really genuinely think at the end of the day, what's going to happen is that kid's going to go up for a long fucking time. Like, allegedly, because he allegedly fucking stabbed a dude in the heart, which, you know, allegedly happened in actuality. But nevertheless, right? So, that's the one case. And the other case is a lady being an asshole. And just being rude. Just being a very rude, bad person. Right? Like, not rude, bad in a I'm gonna stab you in the heart kind of a way, but a rude bad is just she's just whatever. She's upset, and because she's upset, she's gonna hit you where it hurts. And she knows that it's an easy win in her mind if she just throws out a racial slur, because what are you gonna do then? What, are you gonna attack me? Because that'll be fun. I'll make a lot of money off that. But, you know, like, it's all... And of course, everybody's filming it, so of course now she's performing for the cameras. Like, this is one question that I have. Like, I can't think of... I mean, I am a very different person. I am effectively emotionally dead, for the most part. Except for, like, rage and annoyance. But, if I was in a situation wherein I was upset enough that I was, like, yelling at people, as soon as somebody took out their phone and started filming, I'd be like, you know what, I'm wrong, you're right, I apologize, I'm sorry, and I just walk the fuck out. Because then that's all they're going to get. So then they're going to post it. What's that going to be? Nothing. You know what I mean? Like, why do people just continue to do the racist rant? Like, and so, whatever. Ladies yelling the N-word at people. You know, one involves a stabbing, the other involves a stabbing in the heart. I'll let you decide which is which, right? Nevertheless, you know, like, it's just, it's crazy to me. Because it's like, this is how we're fighting the race war. Like, I'm glad. ultimately, at the end of the day, comparatively to the loss of life that could happen if we actually do have a race war in this country, I like the idea of this being the race war. Who's just going to outbid the other side? You know, like, how many black racists are gonna contribute to the cause of a kid who murdered another kid, allegedly, in actuality, and right, just because he's black. Just because he's black. Like, it doesn't even matter that 99.9% of the evidence is very much not in his favor. Doesn't matter that the police report in and of itself is just damning as all shit. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that he very obviously confessed to doing it to the cop. Oh, I did it, but I can claim self-defense, right? Like, none of that matters. Only thing that matters is he's black. He's black, and I'm black, so I'm going to donate to him. Like, that's the thought process. He's black. I'm black. I'm going to donate to him. I feel bad for this black kid because, you know, it's systemic racism and all this dumb shit. But nevertheless, you belong in the fucking tent. Like, this isn't fucking Rosa Parks, man. This isn't, though, this is the whites only tent. It was, this is this school's tent. You should go to your school's tent. It wasn't like there wasn't a tent for him. I saw in the picture there was a whole bunch of fucking pavilions or whatever with different school logos and shit on it. I imagine the kid had a fucking pavilion somewhere that would be his school. But he didn't want to stab anybody from his school, because that would be like super fucked up. Right? It wasn't like it was a whites only tent. Like, let's not pretend that this is even stupider than it already fucking is. Right? So, but he's black, so I'm going to donate to him. Right? And then you have this lady. Well, she's an asshole. Like, no matter how it is, if you're ever at a point where you're just standing there screaming at people, like, seriously, if it's a crime that happened, then you call the police. You don't fuck around and yell at people if there's a crime that happened. If it's just, your kid pushed my kid, or whatever the fuck the situation even, I don't even know, because I don't really care. I didn't watch it because I don't give a fuck. I've heard what it is, and that's good enough for this. Some sort of interaction. And so I'm just going to stand here and scream obscenities at you? Why? What is that going to do? Like, what kind of an idiot are you? If it's something bad that happened, you know, your kid pushed my kid, you go, hey, your kid pushed my kid. And then if the mother says, I don't give a fuck, then you go, oh, well, fair enough. I can see what's going to happen with you. And then you just fucking leave. Like, you go, alright, this is not a safe fucking place to be anymore. And then you leave. If you want to be that kind of a person, then go ahead and do it. Whatever. Or maybe you fucking kick the kid in the head. I don't know. But, like, you scream at people. Like, what is that really going to do? All that does is just make you look like a crazy asshole. But she's white, so I'm going to donate to her, right? She's getting one, you know, getting one over on the black people. So, like, the whole thing is fucking absurd as shit. And it's just another thing where I'm like, but ultimately, at the end of the day, I prefer that the race war be fought this way. Because so far the casualties are one white kid and, like, I don't know, how many times did she say the N-word? If she said the N-word like 10 times, that's at least 2 or 3 black people are already dead. Just from the utterance of it, black people just die. So, you know, it could be 6, 7 black people dead, right? No, actually, no black people dead as of yet in this scenario. Like, obviously, there's other things going on in the world. But nevertheless, we got one white kid versus no black people killed. Like, nobody's dying in mass. I like that. I'm fine with that. But I gotta say this, race war is stupid. Like, this is stupid. We're gonna pick 2 random ass people and just give them money, and one side's gonna outbid the other. Like, I think right now black people are winning. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think Shiloh has surpassed the Anthony family. But I had heard somewhere that the Carmelo Anthony fund was getting shut down. I still have no idea if that's accurate or not. People say all sorts of things about all sorts of shit. But nevertheless, if it's still up, I think they're still in the lead. So, you know, all you white power types, you better get out there and send this random white lady your money so that she can pull in the lead and then white people can win. Like, dude, is anybody else sitting here going, what the fuck? Like, yeah, exactly. This is like the contest now. This is the way people are making it out. So, yeah. That's a thing that's happening. Like I said, better stupidity than mass murder.